are back. So the battery died.
Yeah.
Something strange happened. So this is not really sure what happened. So this is part 2.
I think it was the memory.
Was the space.
Yeah.
So technical difficulties, but we're back.
Yes.
And like 7 hours later.
That part.
Okay, so what we were talking about was your weaknesses, right?
Yeah. That was awesome.
Okay, so I was saying that I really admire the fact that he lives in the moment because I know how important social media can be. However, it's super important to live in the moment and just like make memories with the people you love. So definitely something you learn off of me to be on content, but I learn off of you to live in the moment. So it goes hand in hand.
That part.
What was that?
That's Hey Arnold. They do this like they make a sound. When it
Okay.
happens. It's fine.
That was new.
Yeah. It was, no, it's Rocket Power. You go. Any Rocket Power fans out there?
What is the best advice that you would give to other artists or musicians that are ready to follow, their passions?
That are ready to follow.
So best advice you would give to a musician?
The best advice I would give to a musician is the advice I would give to myself is just keep practicing and just to keep doing it. I feel like, and like expect the journey to be long. I feel like people think it's always like a quick scheme or like a quick get rich scheme. But anything like what we do, it's like, it's time. So I would just say just to practice, but like obviously just keep going and don't lose that dream, if that makes sense. It's a long road, so you have to like be mentally strong for that and know that's not going to happen in like 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, does art help you in other areas of your life?
Absolutely. Yeah, how art helps me in my life is...
that's like a robot.
Yeah.
Wait, how art would help me in my life?
This is how art would help me in my life. No, honestly, it really does help because it is my life. So I get to learn how to just like, I don't know, just through the battles of things, you just really get to see what you're made of. And I feel like being like an artist or anything where it's you and you're not working specifically for a company, it takes all of you. So I feel like when you fail and when you succeed, it helps you with everything. It helps your confidence. You know what I'm saying? It helps your goggles for just weird energy. And for me, I guess that's the biggest one. If I'm gonna go back to that, it's kind of like you really get to learn how to read people. And I feel like that's the biggest thing for me that I've learned being like in this. That's helped me in my everyday life. It's working with musicians and artists. You just really get to see positive energy and negative energy, and you get to get really good at deciphering what that is before you even start working with somebody. And that goes along with like friendships or dating. You know what I'm saying? You get better at reading like, I'm not messing with that. Or you know what, that's actually quality. And like being consciously aware, choosing the right energy and the right things to work with, just because you fail so much. Like, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't know if that was...
No, that makes sense.
That works.
Put it, so all the practice, or the years of practice you put to work through your life, basically. Like you use it in different parts of your life.
Yeah, so like art, one more time, it's, how I get to use it really in my everyday life is like, again, I'm doing it every day. So it just opens my eyes up to just perception and energy and how to move right, if that makes sense. See, it got me up actually. I was like, yeah, definitely remember that.
Okay, top 3 favorite artists.
It's a very hard question to answer, but I will answer. So my...
Do you have a choice?
It's just,
but I will.
we're artists. It's like if I reversed it to you, you'd be like,
tough.
dang, 3?
Yeah, it's super hard.
The 50 that I love, I'll do this. For sure, number 1 is Robert Glasper. He's a piano player, super sick. What he does is, what I want to do actually, is he's a very amazing piano player, but / music director, also slash producer. And so what he's done is he's cultivated a lane of kind of just bringing the energy that he wants. So he does all these mixtapes with like Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Common, Mos Def. And then also, obviously, I like him because he's a musician. So it's like he's living my dream life.
Yeah.
And so I just try to emulate him because his playing is dope. How he works with his community is dope. I think it's like he's my number one. So Robert Glasper. I guess number 2 would probably be, which I guess is new, would be Anderson .Paak.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, just because it's
I was
music.
listening to him just before this.
So sick. And I mean, since he also, it's like a 2-for-1, because he also has the Free Nationals, his band.
Yeah.
So I can get 2 in there on accident. And the last one I would say would be, I guess I would just have to shout out probably Erykah Badu.
Ooh.
To be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire.
Heck yeah.
Those are good ones.
Hell yeah. What?
Classics.
Yeah.
Classics.
But there's too many. I can keep
there's
going
so
right
many.
now.
Oh my gosh. This question is, this could be personal or music. What is your biggest dream?
My biggest dream is kind of what I was talking about with my favorite artist, is Robert Glasper. My biggest dream is to be able to have a self-sustained community of artists and musicians that we've all just grown through the years, and we just work together, kind of like this right now, to where everybody I work with is a friend and a family type situation, and we've bled together in the war of making it. You know what I'm saying? That's my dream, to be around people where it's like, I remember that, I remember that, I remember that, I remember those gigs, I remember that, to get to where we are now.
Yeah.
No, seriously,
That's how it starts.
yeah, I want that genuine success, not like, you're that lonely king on the hill type thing. I want to, my dream is just to be able to work with everybody that I grinded with to get there. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually beautiful, because then you can actually come up with the people that you worked hard with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you always see it too. Everybody who's successful always said, me and the Brodies from day one. And that's a different type of I feel like success is when you really get to grow with those people, and like Nipsey said, change the players on your team too much. You can't do that. So that's my dream. Is hopefully everybody that I'm still with right now
levels up with you.
still all the way till we are dead.
I know we were kind of talking about giving back and volunteering. So what would you say, how does music, well, I guess my question was, how do you foresee music also helping the world? And would you want to put that together some way, somehow? Or is there any thing you see in the future with that?
Yeah, I mean, well, since you asked me, I'm not trying to say it like that. I sometimes feel like when it comes to being an activist or somebody who loves humanity, I think you should always be doing that as much as you can. But obviously when you have a certain amount of money and a certain amount of bracket, you can do some amazing things. So for me personally, I actually always, especially at the new studio that we're at, the homeless community has always been a huge thing to me. Because I just hate seeing people suffering. I don't like bullies. I don't like situations where people can't thrive. So what I would want to do, I guess maybe this is a dream, is have a school of music. I know a lot of people do that, but just my own version of it, and help anybody on the streets or whatever who have already gone through music and did it the wrong way. A lot of people will get in there, they'll be on drugs and all that stuff, and they lose their opportunities even though they were really good. I've talked to some homeless people in Hollywood, and I'm like, what do you do? I'm like, what happened? They're like, I was in this studio doing this, and I started doing drugs. It was that simple. And I feel like people like that need a second chance, but that takes money. So that's a dream of mine, is to really help homeless people, because I think a lot of them, it is their fault, but a lot of times it's really not. And I think for me, that's, I don't know, I just try to look out for people who don't get looked after, if that makes sense. And I just always see a need in that situation.
Well, we're excited to see where you take us.
Yeah, me too. Shit. Even you, everybody. This girl over here. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What are you working on right now, and what should we be on the lookout for?
What am I working on right now? I mean, I'm working on a lot of stuff, but no, I'm just trying to compartmentalize it. Just
you're
because,
working on a lot of stuff.
Because even right now, I mean, I'm going to be doing something with this person over here. So there's a lot of things going on, but I guess the exciting thing is everybody that I'm working with is finally dropping music. And to me, that's really exciting. Like my journey in producing is just kind of started. Like I've been doing it for like 4 years. It's about to be 5. And it's cool now that all of this time of just being in like that small freaking studio and putting in the work, it's cool to see now everybody who was with me starting to drop all the music, and everybody's saying like, bro, that's sick, or that's not sick, but having the reaction of like, as a producer, to see all the people you've been working with finally like dropping. So this year you're gonna see a lot of that. Like, not just bunch of stuff.
Is it so exciting when someone's like, oh my gosh, like I saw that song you produced for this artist, like love it.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Super
Does
vibe.
it make you like, oh, like wow, I worked really hard with that?
Yeah. Like I dropped that thing with Tess, her album called Fatal Attraction, and I remember like Tree, I went to the studio, Tree was there with, I forget, one of her friends, but she said that, she's like, hey, I was listening to the album the other day, whoop-de-whoop, it sounds really cool. And so it's like those moments, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like this is dope. Like this is like your creation coming to life, and people really get to talk about it, whether it's good or bad. But it's just cool to hear people talk.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's about content.
Give them people to talk, or give them something to talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as bad music or bad publicity, quote unquote. If you drop it and people are talking, it's the win.
Anything else you want to say to the people?
Yeah, I just want to say, anybody who's like watching this real talk, just keep doing it. Like whatever your dream is, whatever your goals are, write them down, and really try to check them off and just succeed. I feel like don't run towards the fear, or feel like, you know, failing is a bad thing. You know, fail as much as you can, run it and run towards the fear, and you will be cool. I just want to just a word of encouragement. You know what I'm saying? I want to get a shirt that says that. Run towards the fear.
You should. That should be your tagline.
Yeah.
Your brand.
Because it's unreal. Fear is not real. It's just in the mind. I'm good.
Well, okay. Thank you so much for being on Creator to Creator. I hope you had a great time. And thanks again for your time.
No worries. Thank you for having me, Creator to Creator. And also thank you, Nikki T. You're awesome.
Thanks. I try. Off to the jacuzzi. Like, if they only knew the shit that I literally had to wake him up to be on this interview. So glad you participated.
I'm glad I did it too, for real. Oh, also, we still do fly shit when the camera's off.
Actually, we do the most fly shit when the camera's off.